What's up, family? How are you? Welcome to What the Fuck Life Black History Monday, Part 1. I'm your hostess, Gigi Nero. It's Black History Month. All right now. Happy Black History Month to all who celebrate it. But I celebrate Black History every day. I am a Black woman. But you ask, how do I celebrate it every day? I watch documentaries. I read about a Black person and their accomplishments every day. Sometimes I even post some of it on social media. Yes, by educating myself about the accomplishments of Black people and applying that knowledge to my everyday life if needed. I have been binge watching documentaries on Black people more recently. While you're watching bullshit on Netflix, I'm watching documentaries on Netflix. Well, I was watching them on Netflix until Netflix caught on to me using someone else's account. Bastards. You created profiles for people to use, and now you want to charge them or block them. What did you think was going to happen? I'm done. But I was watching Chowchilla on Max. Chowchilla is a small town in California. In 1976, 3 guys hijacked a school bus with 26 students and their bus driver on it. And I was feeling so sorry for those kids and the bus driver. It was so sad what they endured. And then I'm like, wait a minute. There aren't any Black people or people of color. All I see are white people. And later on in a documentary, someone died and they put a Confederate flag on their coffin. And I'm like, damn, this looks like one of those small white towns that keep out people of color. Family, I had to Google Chowchilla, California, and its racism. And I came upon something interesting. Chowchilla had racist housing covenants, which meant that it was illegal for Black people or people of color to live in white neighborhoods. But that changed when the Civil Rights Act passed in 1965. Then they had to let Black people move into their town. Bunch of racist motherfuckers, boy. You are not the only people living on this earth. You have to share. So selfish with your old rickety whatever. But, there was a town south of Chowchilla named Fairmead. At one point, Fairmead had the largest single dairy in the state. That's because the majority of the white folks moved out, the property value plummeted, and the land was sold to Blacks for little or nothing. Black people are a whole lot smarter and civilized than racists lead you to believe. Blacks cultivated that land and made it profitable. Probably surprised some white people too. The way I look at it, we're all looking for a better life than what we currently have. People of color and whites have so much in common until it's funny. Or not. I mean, if you're not an elite or close to being an elite, then you're at the bottom or near the bottom like the rest of us. Instead of fighting with us, oh yeah, that's right, you can never think of consorting with the likes of us, people of color, let alone unite with us. That's why you're fucked up now. Aren't you tired of hating people of color? You don't even know why you hate people of color. You're just going by what the people around you taught you. They planted those seeds of hatred into your mind for you to think that way. Damn, you should be tired of hating people of color, because we are surely tired of going through the bullshit that you put us through daily. Racism still exists because you, the racists, are still pushing it on people of color. All because your ancestors did it. If they jumped off a cliff, would you do it? I wish you would. Nah, that's how I feel about races. They start all of this racism shit, that great transatlantic slave trade shit. I know the Barbary slave trade did your people wrong, but we had nothing to do with that. I mean, I don't care who started slavery. All slavery is wrong. All racism is wrong. When I drove truck, I had some racist ass teammates. One dude was talking about yellow monkeys. And I was like, what the fuck is a yellow monkey? And he said those chain people. And I asked, what chain people? Do you mean Chinese people or Asians? And he said, yes. And I said, I must be a black monkey, you ignorant son of a bitch. Then he said, wow, I can't even say yellow monkey anymore. You shouldn't have been saying that racist dumb shit in the first place. Call me a racist name. I would take this bar and knock the shit out of you. Yeah, he didn't say anything to me for the rest of the day. Then I had another teammate. He was married to a black woman. We were talking, and this racist prick is a Trump supporter. As long as we don't discuss politics, we're cool. I forgot how we got on the subject of Native Americans. But he actually said, well, we bought Manhattan from them for $24. What a bunch of dummies. And laughed. You think that fucking shit is funny? I apologize, fam. I'm cursing too much. But I told him in so many words that the natives of this country probably didn't know what they were doing. But they were getting conned by your people. And no wonder your black wife is divorcing your racist ass. She saw that you were a far right wing motherfucker. Again, I apologize. I hated that dude. This is one reason why I decided to be an independent contractor and own my own company, so that I won't have to deal with co-workers and managers. I can work at my own pace and without people nagging me, getting on my nerves. Anyway, talking about racism is such a hot topic. We can talk about racism all day, but we need to eradicate it because it's like a deadly virus plaguing people. Now, here's a little lesser known fact. My dear friend from college posted on Facebook about butter pecan ice cream. I love that. It's one of my favorites. I had already heard the story of how butter pecan ice cream came about, but here's the post. Butter pecan ice cream was invented because black people were denied vanilla ice cream, except with the special coupon only to be used on July 4th, because it was seen as pure and for white people only. During slavery and after or through the Jim Crow segregation era, they were limited to only be able to purchase and eat chocolate ice cream throughout the year. Mind you, it was a young black enslaved man by the name of Edmund Albius who revolutionized the cultivation of vanilla to be used in the ice cream in the first place. So what did black people do? We added pecans and butter to the vanilla ice cream so they would have variety and it was no longer pure white. We are certainly an innovative people. Thus, the love affair of black people and butter pecan ice cream. I had already loved butter pecan ice cream because goddamn, that shit was good before I even knew the history behind it. But this was how petty white people were. It's just ice cream. And isn't the vanilla pod and vanilla beans or seeds black in color before you use it for vanilla ice cream? I mean, damn, man, those people had some messed up issues with race. And vanilla is native to Mexico, but is more plentiful in Madagascar. Racists hate people from those places, but love their products. Racists are some fucked up ass people. Sorry, I'm cursing again. Racists, keep talking shit about people of color. If we, people of color, and maybe some of our white allies, decide to pack up our shit and go to where our descendants came from, you wouldn't survive. We would be like, since you want us to go back to our native lands, deuces. Oh, damn. You know what? I almost forgot. The Native Americans would be here with you because, well, America is their native land. How is that supposed to work? Damn, oh shit. But, white people might try to make them slaves. Damn it. You know, while you're sitting on your high horse talking about how you don't like people of color have been learning how to survive in the rough situations that you so graciously threw us in. We know how to make something out of nothing. Do you think MacGyver is the only one who can take a paper clip and a piece of string and make a top-of-the-line computer with them? No, he learned that from us. You would be lost without us. You wouldn't be able to survive without us because you're too dependent on our labor to survive on your own. You think crops are going to grow and be harvested on their own? No. You have to do all of that. Oh, yeah, that's right. According to NAACP-LDF.org, historically, black farmers have long been denied the benefits of federal programs and struggled to access loans and other resources. As a result, the number of black farmers have plummeted. In 1920, black farmers operated about 1/7 of all farm operations in the United States. Today, black farmers make up less than 2% of all farmers. In 2022, Congress appropriated funds to 2 programs through the Inflation Reduction Act, known as IRA, that provide additional financial assistance to farmers and ranchers. It was intended to provide relief to distressed borrowers and farmers who experienced discrimination. I wonder who was president at that time. Say what you want, but Biden is doing a lot for a lot of people. It's just not publicized. Now, back to what I was saying. Do you think your houses are going to build themselves? Because I see a lot of Latinos, Mexicans probably, building your houses and keeping your landscape looking beautiful. Let me add this to the equation. What if all people of color all over the world cut business ties with you and decide, America, we good. My associates and I are good. We're going to keep our wealth in our respective lands. You good with that, right? Good. Peace, love, and hair grease. But how would you survive? What if those same foreign countries form a boycott against the U.S.? I'm talking about Mexicans, Asians, Africans, etc. Yeah, Africa is not a country. It's a continent. But I'm talking about all the countries in Africa that does business with the U.S. Basically everyone in the world who is not white. America may be one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but you treat your citizens like shit. That includes your own white people. And treating people like shit is just plain stupid. But if people of color ever stopped doing business with you, you would be fucked. I'm sorry, I'm still cursing, I'm sorry. The U.S. economy will fail. The U.S. will fail. So what if Native Americans reclaim their land? Just overthrow the current U.S. government and ship all of us out of the country? What if the natives kidnap a bunch of white people in the U.S. and started beheading them one by one if all white people didn't leave this country at once? Isn't that what some Muslims extremists do when they want certain white people's attention? Well, that's just a theory. I mean, it'll never happen, right? that'll never happen, right? You know, you could have did this racism shit when slavery was so-called ending in 1865. You could have called the truth right then and there, and maybe we could be happy living together in this country right now. But no, you want to hit people with garbage cans. Now you want to shoot us in our pinky toe. Bitch. I don't mind all of us socializing and getting along with each other and loving each other. I love love. But treat your people better. Treat people of color better. Respect us. Not all of us are bad guys. The majority of us are good people who are just trying to be happy in our lives without harming anyone in any way. We, meaning all of us, only have this one life to live, and you oppress us because you think we're trying to take what's yours. It's not even like that. It's like I said, we're trying to be happy in our lives without harming anyone in any way. We're not trying to take anything from you. Trust me, it is not always a competition thing with us. We're just trying to have happiness in our lives. All right? Next Monday, I'll try to be a little less okay? Yeah, I gotta cut this short. I am tired. I've been fighting with allergies all day. I feel a little better now, but I need to get some rest. Okay? All right. Thanks for listening. I love you. I appreciate you. Peace.